Yes, the live Power On episode continues here at the Momentum Expo, coming from the Ed Roberts campus in Berkeley, California. And there is beauty all around, and especially with our next guest, Kim Ridgeway from AC Transit. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. All right, so we talked about AC Transit being here, and you guys were talking to folks about how accessible you guys are, and you're an accessibility specialist with them.
Exactly.
Tell us about that position first.
So my position basically ensures that our service is accessible for seniors and people with disabilities. So we make sure that our buses are accessible. For instance, the entire fleet has ramps that individuals who have a mobility device can get on and off. There are stanchions or bus poles up and down, so you always have something to grab onto as you go up and down. We also have discounted fares for seniors and people with disabilities. And my specific program that I oversee is called our Wheelchair Marking and Tether Strap program. So this program is designed to basically take the guesswork out of securing a mobility device upon the vehicle. So an individual would come to see me, they would make an appointment and come to see me. Since I'm not always in the office, I get to do this fun stuff like this.
Yeah.
So they would make an appointment, come to see me, and then I would assess the chair and look for the 4 best places to attach either a tether strap or yellow markings. And what that does is when the person gets on the bus, the driver looks for the yellow and knows exactly where to put the hook.
So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off because you have a lot to say. But so that makes it a lot easier for both the person in the chair and the driver.
Absolutely.
And then a residual effect would be the other passengers who don't have to wait for someone to figure it out.
That is exactly right. So taking the guesswork out means a couple of different things. You have a faster boarding time, and you never have to worry about the driver not knowing where to put the hook. More than anything else, we want to keep the passenger safe, and we don't want to damage mobility devices.
Right.
So this way, everybody knows that the securement is going to be the best one and the most secure.
How did you get into a job like yours? I mean, where did you start? How did you get into it?
So nobody wakes up when they're 8 years old and goes, I want to go into transit. It does not happen. We want to be firemen and ballerinas. We do not go into transit, and then somehow you fall into the position. I got to AC Transit as an administrative assistant. I was always in this department, and the work became more rewarding to me than working for the real estate office. And the more I learned and the more I realized that we're actually are helping people. We're helping people to be more mobile, but more independent. And from that point on, the position became available, and I took it.
And have you seen, you've been in your position how long?
11 years with the company, 9 years in this position.
Right, in this position. So as a specialist, how have you seen things change even in those 9 years? Have you seen a change with technology or more devices like the straps?
One of the biggest changes that we've had is, so AC Transit has been here for over 50 years. Okay. And the first buses had no ramps, lifts, nothing. So if you had a mobility device, you were not getting on that bus. There were changes that were made in this community, in the law, that now our entire fleet had to be accessible. Then we went to what was called a lift ramp. So it's stairs at the front of the bus. They roll out into a ramp. The person gets on, it gets lifted up in the air in order to get on the bus. We've gotten rid of all of those. Now we have ramps, and the ramps are manually deployed. So in case the mechanics happen, something happens with the mechanics, an individual can still get on and off the bus. You never have to worry about someone being left at the corner because they use a mobility device.
So this changes and evolves all the time, because it seems like that the ramp or the lift that you described in the beginning would work, sure, but obviously you guys figured out that there are problems with that.
Absolutely.
Right? In terms of the mechanics of it, the safety of it. Yeah. And so this is always evolving.
Always evolving.
And there are things that people think about, when we think about disability access or, wheelchair, we think of the ramps. But there are other things you were talking about there, the stanchions that could also help people get up.
So, mobility devices aren't just wheelchairs, for instance. Let's say someone has a walker. So I can get around, but maybe I can't walk as far as I used to.
Right.
So if I have a walker, I still need that ramp, but I could maybe sit in a regular seat, put my walker to the side, but I need those handrails to help me get down the aisle because maybe my walker's too wide for the aisle. Those kinds of things. We also, well, by law, we have to allow service animals, but there are rules and regulations for that. And then we have areas in our buses where we have flip-up seats so that, you know, if for some reason you're more comfortable with your service animal next to you instead of underneath you. All of those kinds of things that continue to evolve. So the way that a bus configurement on the inside looks today isn't even like it looked 5 years ago.
So it's changing that much.
Yeah, well, we listen to the people. We listen to the people.
That?
What they want is what we try to give.
Right.
We know that you can't please all the people all the time, but think about it like this. If a bus, if a facility, if a program is accessible for seniors and people with disabilities, it's accessible for everybody.
Very true, very true, and it's about kind of not just the bottom line is not just money. I mean, it's a lot of other things for you, especially, right?
You mean my job?
Your job and AC Transit in general.
Yes.
Right? It's about.
Oh, we're definitely not in it for the money.
No, okay, right. I want to make
we're
sure.
Definitely not in it for the money. I mean, all agencies can use funding, but we're not in it for that. We are in it to make sure that people can get to where they need to go independently. You know, we have individuals who, let's say they're older, they may have a disability, but they may not identify as someone who has a disability.
In a traditional sense.
In a traditional sense. But if I'm an older individual and now I have to give up my car keys, that's not a comfortable situation where now that I have to get on the bus where I'm hearing only the negative things about the bus.
Yeah.
There are some really cool, positive things about the bus.
Sure.
Your bus ride on paratransit, for instance, is $4 one way. Your bus ride on AC Transit is $1.25 one way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the more independent you can be, the better, not only just for your soul, but for your pocketbook.
Sure. Which oftentimes is tied in to each other. So, you know that this is the first year that this Momentum Expo is going on. There's another year guaranteed. Will you guys be back?
I know I'll be back.
Kim will be back.
But you gotta come. Because there's plenty of space, and there's plenty of things to learn, and there are plenty of folks to talk to, and there's a lot of information. More than anything else, there's a lot of information. And where do you go to get it? That's the thing. A lot of people don't know where to go to get it.
Right, and this is like a one-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Can I suggest that next time that you're here next year, Kim, that you bring a bus?
Well,
I'm just saying it'd be fun to go on and you can show everyone it, right?
We would love that if we have a place to put it.
There's the parking lot right out there. I'm just saying.
We'll figure it out.
I'm just saying. Who knows? Okay. Next year we might be at the Moscone Convention Center. I don't know.
Then definitely we'll get a bus.
All right.
All
perfect.
right.
Kim, thank you so much for AC Chance.
Appreciate it.
All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go to episode 4 of Power On. This was a while ago, but it's still a goodie. This is Microsoft Seeing AI versus Be My Eyes.